I was telling one of my bishop, I said, one of the greatest mistake I did, which I realized some few years ago, is the fact that I was training other people's children and making them warriors, whilst I ignored my own children and just prayed for them and expected them to become warriors when I haven't taken time to groom and to train them as warriors. And it's the danger of all pastors and men of God, and a lot of you parents. We take time as men of God investing into others, raising warriors for other families, when we ignore our own and thinking that just praying for our children without taking time to invest, to train and to raise them up as warriors. And as the years go by, you begin to see weak links where the enemy will attack you after you've gone out there to preach and touch the world. You come back and the enemy attacks you within your own wall because of the weak links. You never took time to develop them as warriors. All you did was to pray for them and leave them to the Sunday school teachers and thinking that that is okay. So you look at people like T.L. Osborne, his only son died with overdose of drugs. Morris Rallo touched the nations and the world. His son died with overdose in the bathroom. Adu Kasalaha. Oral Robert lost his sons. Mukati Kalakazaya. Ekusala. Smith Wigglesworth. Check the history of all these men and women of God and names I will call, and go into history yourself. You realize you see something there, and after they pass, you don't hear of their children anymore, because all the fathers did was to take pleasure in fulfilling our calling by reaching out to others and ignoring our own. And it's not enough to just teach them the Bible. We have to groom, raise, impact into them and raise them up to become warriors. Listen to what the Sheikh of Dubai said.
The founder of Dubai, Sheikh Rashid, was asked about the future of his country. Listen. He replied, my grandfather rode a camel. My father rode a camel. I ride the Mercedes. My son rides a Land Rover. And my grandson is going to ride a Land Rover. But my great-grandson is going to have to ride a camel again. Why is that? He was asked. And his reply was, hard times create strong men.
Listen, hard time like you and I had when we were coming up made us tough. Why?
Hard times create strong men. Strong men create easy times. Easy times create weak men.
Easy times create weak leadership.
And weak men create difficult times. Many will not understand it, but you have to raise warriors, not parasites.
You have to raise warriors and not parasites. Today, we are raising parasites by educating them, giving them the knowledge of other nations and tribes. When we talk about education, what is it? That is the knowledge and the culture of the West. That is what we call education. But there is one education we haven't taken time. Even when we talk about children's Sunday school, send your kids to next generation church and things, we don't delight in all that. All we do is, today people are spending millions, and it's good to have the best children's Sunday school in their church, to use that to catch parents. And parents think that is it. Send your kids to children's Sunday school, they come home, they love the Sunday school, and that is it. You are joking. Unless you take your time yourself to invest in teaching these children and grooming and training them to become warriors, they will not survive what is coming to the earth. You have no idea of what is coming to this earth. And I worry as a father and a grandfather. When I look at my children and my grandchildren, I ask myself, can they handle what is coming to this earth? Are they ready? And you fathers, hear me. And you mothers, hear me, who think that education, teaching them the culture and the way of others and the language of others is all you need to do, you've been fooled and deceived. The greatest education you can give to these children is the knowledge of God and the knowledge of Scripture, and letting them become warriors that they can survive anywhere, no matter where they are in the world. With the knowledge of Adonai, they can survive anything. And I'm very concerned if you are doing that or not. Go ahead.
And add to that the historical reality that all great empires, the Persians, the Trojans, the Egyptians, the Greeks, the Romans, and in latter years the British, all rose and perished within 240 years. They were not conquered by external enemies. They rotted from within. America has now passed that 240-year mark, and the rot is starting to be visible.
You see,
it's accelerating.
Steady. This guy, he's saying something. He knows something. Look at America carefully. It's not about who is the president. It's about history. It's about history. We don't study history, so history keeps repeating itself. Watch America.
He said, we are past the Mercedes and Land Rover years. The camels are on the horizon.
Akadula Kisala. Lift up both of your hands. Pray in the Holy Ghost for 1 minute. Melukusula Hasala. Itun Kasim Dikanda Zanda Watata. Oh Kalisala. Melei to Kusum. Oh Kasalim. That thou mightest enlighten the eyes of our understanding, lest we sleep the sleep of death. Imakutum. Lift up your hands. Silama. Ikasulaki Sala. Masula. Itala. Kosa, Adia, Awans, Adun, Kidei, Dulun, Kafaluku, Suluwata.